Well, it's fast approaching. The recent experience into the from Manchester could be healthy. It's 2 down
against Manchester City.
It's been a baking hot day here. We see Pep Guardiola, the City arc
ball. Jaco Martinez.
Haaland now with his first chance to test it. And he's now 1 win from becoming Italians, but tonight would be the best.
Very calm, obviously down there, the atmosphere, interesting game.
Bali is the first team to win this cup. Juventus at Old Trafford, authentic front two with Martinez. We will see Lukaku at Barella, who's been named the best midfielder.
Was instrumental in there.
Who of course was heartbroken not to start.
Brilliant by Bernardo Silva, but what corner, lovely play by.
Picking up, especially when Bernardo goes into.
Two of the last Italian winners back in 12, chasing the treble tonight, but in tonight only trained once since he's been injured. The ball in the early third. Then on restarts they have Denzel
down on it.
The competition is Kevin De Bruyne inside the stadium tonight. It's a bit of a
wonderful. Everybody made it, as you said. It is a distance.
There are winners of big competitions.
And he's a threat.
Turkey.
Match of the minute. Shall I go? Shall I stop?
He says the ball didn't go. He needed to work out, but it's partly between these two.
Yeah, definitely. The game's being controlled by Man City.
The City keen to play as quick as the usual rhythm that we see when.
Of course it was, but the closing down there.
Haaland.
2 in the penalty area.
Barella was the wing back, this time on the other side.
I looped one. You know what the like at set play, Manchester City.
Players who can be extremely chirpy, of course, in a situation like this one. Lanoglu.
Or deep like City were all
down to Ake.
But Fletch is an example of how they're in the right back position to make it.
Hopefully, in the technical area, we'll give him that. They've averaged the manager a year since Benitez left in 2010, but 2 years is a bit of an outlier for a club that was desperate for Pep Guardiola. I wonder what he's thinking tonight.
Absolutely, Walker's performances against Real Madrid.
28 goals this season for the world. They're a team that kept 5 in 6 matches since the. And a lot do actually play well against this need to do well on a night like
this. 11 out of 12 a couple of months ago. Already won 2 this year, so he knows what to. In the overriding.
Ruben Diaz, Grealish on for Inter by Francesco. Stage where the first goal is going to be so in this one. The first breakthrough can be so man, but it falls here. Brozovic.
Passes in their own half maybe, and
Jack Grealish starts to make the run.
They're almost challenging.
Challenged in there by Akanji. It's Gundogan.
By Gundogan. Cut a little bit, but he's up and about, which is the most.
In the knockout stages, Matteo Dam.
Yeah, and you see Cesc said it.
In the last couple of months have been an absolute rebel. His first Champions League final at the age of 7, and he went for goal there, Barella. It could have been a problem. It would have had the owner there, Steve. Just say relax.
That's a couple of.
Haaland chance was what we'd come to expect.
With the match. Puts Haaland away.
And that's where the space is created. And that.
Martinez made the challenge. Kevin De Bruyne into play. The ability to score from that kind of range.
Apart from more space on the attack now.
Forward by Nathan Ake. Successes as well. And while we see a big concern for Manchester City,
it's always something more serious than first 4. Hopes will be devastating. 2 Champions League finals.
Yeah, it does not look like a good sign at all. Kevin De Bruyne, if he is
season the most assists in the top. What a talismanic figure he is. Manchester City, you need your best players out.
But he admires him for the response.
Manchester City fans took their time a little bit
off. And an answer to your question was heroes.
Here punching challenge there on Haaland. Now Bernardo Silva.
He kept on running into it, and you knew it was just a definite not to have to come off injured.
As Jolien said, the second time in Champions League final, but what a...
Someone that loves the club.
Take any two into Milan.
But here in Denzel Dumfries,
Possession, as strange as that may sound, you may
scoring chances have been.
A little ball is the you see it.
He's only on loan this season from last. Fascinating battle down here between Dumfries and Manchester can get the quality delivery into the box.
Gets a straight kick to
for Manchester City. The area. And Phil Foden is pulling and pushing.
Aren't they? We know that. Looks to
Simone Inzaghi there in Champions League. Stoning quickly there to Phil.
times out here now. I think he's been telling people to cut the extra pass if needed, the extra touch if needed. Frustrating City.
Manchester City having to work hard against the to
get the job done.
I think Pep made their talking with Rio before, and we thought the asset for the second half.
Man to man at the back when they have the ball. City.
I think that City should go on the one because they have quality.
Back up to the gantry for Coke level sport, which of course it's what we're doing. The only certainty of chasing history.
Moments of magic that can turn the game all time, trying to instill some.
Quiet first, made a change at half-time, so Inter standingly well in the face of the press and the ball. Now the referee's going to check on him.
Ronaldo just stops his run. You see there, he just stops his run. Pep thought of it.
Man, he's been an Inter. Steve mentions the substitution here for Man. He did it very well, didn't he, that night?
Oh, also Inter win with quality, so
he can profit from. Too aggressive there.
Well, Damiani nearly
back on his feet. Might be
the season every year.
If it wasn't for him, it was Darmian on Jack. He starts to lose possession. There's the Darmian foul on Jack. Well, the referee got it correct.
For most of them in there, despite his best efforts at Kevin De Bruyne. Though the Inter players again. Martinez.
I think it may have been on. He didn't score because he didn't. Just dived across him.
Martinez for Inter Milan.
To Milan fans.
It goes to Bastoni. His moment. Usually
he got a point to prove. He'll probably be turning back up at
Checo's night is over. In league football for Inter and the goals in all competitions.
Be more patient with Romelu Lukaku a bit.
Between goalkeeper and no card, the first of the final for Manchester City after they got away with one of the
communication from the keeper.
سونتيني حب يسجل وحده وضيع فرصة المباراة. لينتر كرة المباراة. هذه ضاعت فرصتهم، جات فرصتكم، يمشي السيتي ترجع الكرة إيكاي، جوندوغان حطاله اوت ولكن السيتي مو السيتي. السيتي مو السيتي يا بيب. السيتي مو السيتي يا جوارديولا. رغم بعثت لك رساله صوت باستوني باريلا باش يعمل الكروس يوسع كره مبروك عليه الكاس يلعب كره طويله يمشي خطيره في جرينيتش خرج الان جرينيتش يخرج كره دون حط الكره ستونز كره من جو ستونز عكس الى مانشستر والسيتي ام الى انتر ميلانو كره جول مش ممكن صعبه جدا والهدف الاول السيتي 1-0 رودريغو الكره غداره الكره دواره لوتارو يرفض البطوله ورودريغو يسجل اغلى ما في البطوله السيتي من يطوله هدف رودريغو تابع بطوله هذا هدف بتاع بطوله مش ممكن